thank you for coming to see us today here at Space on the day of Base's wedding. So how long have you been in Big Sky?
I've been in Big Sky since like mid-December.
Okay.
I want to say like December like 13th or something like that. But I'd come out here a few times to fly fish the Gallatin back in the fall, yeah. So I'd driven through and stuff like that. But I've spent most of my time in like Wyoming before I was out in Montana.
Good fishing up there as well?
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I've only been doing it for like a year, but I love it.
Nice. I am not a big fisher myself.
I don't ski, so that's what everyone does here.
That's true. I mean, we got the river and you got the mountains, so
Yeah.
you kind of pick whatever you want.
Absolutely.
So you're like more of a summer guy. Summer big
I
guy.
sort of how that turned into, like during the winter, I paint a lot, so that's just kind of what I do.
Oh, I did not know that about you.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's what I've done like all winter, just like paint.
Did you design any of your own tattoos?
No, I just get random tattoos done by like one of my good friends. She's been tattooing for a while. She did this one last year, and then all the other ones are from a guy that I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with, actually. Like all my nice ones, and then these are kind of trash.
Okay, hey man, that's
Yeah.
cool to me. But yeah, that's a fascinating story.
Yeah. Yeah.
D&D guy.
Yeah, we played Dungeons and Dragons. I met him because I got this Star Wars tattoo done, and we became really good friends. And then we started playing Dungeons and Dragons together, and I kept getting tattooed by him, and then he retired.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you're like, take these, your final art pieces,
Yeah.
and sell them later for tons of money.
Basically, I'll get them shaved off.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your favorite part about Base?
I mean, it's a really good facility. Everything about it here is pretty like modern. It's pretty new. When was it built?
March 13th of last year it was finished.
Oh yeah, so it's like brand new. That's why.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. I don't do most of the stuff that you guys have, but there's a sick gym, the rock climbing wall I hear about constantly at work. There's like a ton of people that use it here, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I walked past the little pottery room and it looks pretty cool.
I've done a couple classes, and
Yeah.
I didn't know you paint, but I've done wood burning and pottery, and I liked it.
No, it's cool. I've seen that. Like, I've been thinking about doing the pottery stuff. If I'm staying this summer, I think it'd be cool.
Summer in Big Sky is the best.
Is it really? I've never been to
Tell me about it.
I've never been here in the summer. Is it pretty like lively? It seems like it's more of a ski town. I don't know.
It doesn't stop in the summer, and that's
Really?
what blew my mind. It's like 3 months of just straight. You have to avoid activities.
Really?
And that's the problem.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm open to play rugby this summer. So if there's a team in Big Sky, I heard that there was like a little sevens thing going on. Was that you that told me about that? Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that together. I would love to play a little bit of sevens.
I'm trying to get back into that, and then I've talked to one of the guys in Bozeman that's got a team out there. I'm thinking about playing rugby either way this summer, playing some summer sevens. So definitely utilize the cardio a little more here soon than just strength training.
I love a good like Sunday morning run playing touch.
Oh, yeah.
Sevens.
Yeah.
It's like just warms my soul.
No, it's great. I definitely miss like being more cardiovascularly active because I'm not at all.
All right, well let's get it done this summer.
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay, so so you told me a story when we were first meeting about how you had a fitness transition
Oh yeah.
since coming here. Tell us about your goals.
So, like 2 years ago, or like a year ago, this month, I was at like my peak physical fitness, and then I had a bunch of stuff go on, and I ended up like I've been moving around the last year, and I haven't had access to a gym, so I kind of ballooned out. And then when I got to Big Sky, I was finally working a gig where I was near a gym, so just kind of cut out like drinking as well as like watching my diet. And I think I've been working out here for like 3 months as of today, and I was like 186 or 7 when I started working out, and right now I dipped down to 168, down to 172, but as of today, but I've lost a significant amount of like fat loss, and I'm starting to gain more muscle mass slowly but surely.
Give us a flex.
It's a flex.
Oh yeah. Clearly something's working.
I'm getting there slowly, but I've hit as of right now, I've hit all of my PRs that I had that I expected to hit by May. So hitting them mid-March is pretty solid. So I'm going to reevaluate my training plan right now. But I've gotten, for 1 rep maxes, I've done 135 on OHP, 155 on barbell rows, 315 on squat, 405 on deadlift, and 225 on bench. I got like 2 days ago. So just like those were the main strength goals. And so now I'm going to kind of reevaluate my training program and bring it into getting a little more aesthetic on like my torso area, because I don't train abs and I probably should. And then also just getting a fuller chest to kind of catch up with my legs and arms.
There you go, man. That's the same goals I have. Fuller chest, more abs.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta have more abs.
So now that I've hit that, just going to redirect, sort of keep going in that way, and then probably change my diet, because I've been in a huge calorie deficit and I feel like I'm not getting as many aesthetic gains because I'm unfortunately not getting 8 hours of sleep many nights. So I'm going to try and prioritize that and prioritize a little bit more of a calorie intake to try and see some more aesthetic growth on top of the strength growth. Yeah.
So I would say that, I mean, I know you and I know a few other guys that are at the gym. How would you say like the community helps you with your goals?
I think it's great because what's been nice is there's a bunch of people from the Montage that work out here. So it's cool to see them. Truman's a cool guy to chat with. We just like gym bro it out at work when we see each other too. But as far as the community in general, there's like a pretty good amount of people that I see on a day-to-day basis, you included, where we just kind of talk about what we're doing, what we're lifting, how we're doing it, share exercises, which is always good. I feel like a big part of the gym community is sharing what works for you to someone else and them doing the same, and maybe seeing if you can get a little bit of their information or their training style implemented in your own that you wouldn't have otherwise. That's how I've gotten some of the weirder workouts that I've done and do that I'd never would have, that, you know, you don't really see it on Instagram or YouTube, and they've really helped my body type out as far as lifting that way. So I try and speak to other people that are endomorphic and like further along in their like fitness journey than I am.
Older.
Exactly, and see what's working for them. You know, the other thing that I have issues with, I have shoulder problems from playing rugby, so I have to, so I have to, my shoulder days are like taking me a long time to figure out what is actually going to give me like strength in my muscles and not just tear my joints apart. So that's been another big one from talking to other people with bum shoulders.
Love that bum shoulder crew.
Just talking about it. Yeah.
So I guess last thing, I guess we kind of wrapping up, but what would you add or subtract to base to if you had anything you could do?
I think that there is a pretty large community of people that come here to lift weights, and so having a little bit more, I understand it's only the space that's here, but a little more, I mean, if there was more space, a few more benches, and then different, you know, machines that can be cross-utilized, like you can turn like a plated leg press machine to make doubles that are also a hack squat machine, things like that. Something to do like chest dips with, one of those bars where you can do multiple different body weight exercises. Understand with limited space you can have limited equipment, and it's pretty solid for what's up there. But there is like a lot of people that come here to lift weights up there, which I was really surprised about.
There is a big community of lifters, and sometimes finding space is tough.
Yeah.
We all know this. Anybody who goes to the gym.
So. No, it's pretty good overall, and everyone's usually, I mean, it has always been really friendly about like, hey, can I get in or can I work in with you? Kind of deal. It's never been an issue.
Same. I've had the same experience.
Like,
It seems awesome.
I feel like in some gyms, for some people, they get intimidated by like, you know, gym bros with their gallons of water and things like that, but that's not really a thing here, and if it is, they're like the nicest people in here. So I think it's a really solid community of people that work out here. We also have all the like climbers and things like that, and a lot of people they hit the treadmills and stair climbers with like backpacks on, like
Oh,
for hiking.
yeah.
I've seen that a few times, and I'm not a huge like backpacker, but it makes sense.
It's legit, man.
No,
Those
I
people
mean,
are
I get it.
They're
Yeah,
training.
yeah.
They're
No,
ready.
for real. It's like, I saw that and I was like, they're waiting for the snow to melt right now. Like, getting after it, which is pretty cool. But coming from like a really urbanized gym beforehand, there's definitely people that are training for things that I'm not used to seeing. Like you can definitely see like backpackers hitting their cardio with like full packed up. You can see different like skiers and snowboarders that are doing different exercises and stretches. It's cool.
It's a unique gym. Definitely.
No, it really is. Yeah. Well, and then also the rock climbers you got that are just like have the most shredded upper backs.
Yeah.
That come up there. It's nuts.
Yeah. Well, hey, man. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think if I had more time, I would just utilize more of the facility because there's a lot here.
Yeah.
I mean, it is definitely a community center with a gym in it, and not just a gym, which is I really enjoy. And hopefully, when the summer like slows down, I can get in and do a pottery class.
All right. John Thomas, everybody. Thank you very much for joining
Appreciate
us.
it, man.
Appreciate it, dude. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was awesome.
I got a job interview too, right?